So, operate all alone in the mountain to survive in such extreme hope. Not to downplay the benefits of the cargo you brought, but the truth of the matter is that it won't make a difference for him that quickly. But what no doubt served to give him immediate comfort was the presence of a helpful soul. You, Sam. Porters can be bearers of light for those struggling in the...
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to re-establish our connection with the network.
And... we're off! Went crazy. I've lost track of my hand. It's gone.
Are we caught in a surge?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact. What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Dolman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper, and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action!
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it! Damn. Hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Well. You roll back the clock in that old time-fall-soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. The rest of y'all I really have no quarrel with, so, you know, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off. No? All want to die together. Except for the fact Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
What the fuck? A ghost mech? So he's... what, Mecha Higgs?
Sir, at this point. But I don't break that easily. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is some sort of giant ghost mech. You're our only hope of freeing the ship from its... If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we're counting on you, Sam. enemy so we can get some breathing room here. Good luck, to the fan. Keep it together, old girl. Good on you, Sam. Engaging. Hull damage detected. Opening fire now.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Leave him alone.
job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest. Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the D2 Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state. He's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you'll need to link up next. The show must go on, after all.
So, how's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tower currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out?
So excited.
Just Here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. But nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must continue to press on. Extending the chiral network remains our priority. Your next objective is to link up South Fort Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage. And during this period, you'll need to operate without our support. Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal, as a precautionary measure. And bringing South Fort Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just gonna take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith's shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
covered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered. covered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered. Is your cargo all right? Sure you've not been mistreating it?
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
Hey, risking your life and rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else? You're one hell of... Sit tight. This cargo is in pretty lousy condition, isn't it? But that's to be expected given the circumstances. There's no denying your incredible skill, and I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
And now I'm finally online. Accordingly, I was able to seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research. The chiral radiation, practically speaking, it should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. It's pretty powerful. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you... You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs, and so if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop it, and if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knott, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network, too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. Well, I'm familiar with the tar therapist, at least. He's researching potential applications of the stuff as a healing agent. While his specialty is medicine, he's also well-versed in various tar phenomena. If all that sounds interesting, it might be worth seeking him out. However, it doesn't seem like he's posted any urgent orders recently. So I'd say your best bet is to find Carr. It's entirely possible he might be able to offer you things neither one of us can possibly imagine. Can't go anywhere without tripping up. The stuff we found was like nothing we'd ever seen before. So, when my mentor was about to leave for South, I thought that if I got this place on the chiral network, moving forward, I expect that my efficiency will increase substantially, allowing me to be of greater use to you and others. Thanks again. You've been a big help. Definitely couldn't have managed this on my own. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plans. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but your support would be Anyway, I'm prepping some... Be warned that this cargo can explode if handled improperly. So if and... Good luck with everything.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knot and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Order completed. Well done.
Unable to obtain additional data from the updating information with the...
Order accepted. Thank you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition. This cargo doesn't look half bad at all. That puts my mind at ease. Well now, this was not a delivery I was expecting you to bring. I'm on the cusp of a break. Go ahead and connect your queue.
Now displaying your current order grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very long. This should enable me to increase the pace of my... As for the cargo you brought me, I applied a few finishing touches. It is a devastatingly... You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs, as well as... which might come in handy, since it's not just arms of... It's hard to say, but Higgs... So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against... Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. You can swap them in and out as you like when... I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. Thank you. I'll be sure to continue my I intend to look into ways of ensuring we have greater freedom of movement with our vehicles. Any assistance you can provide... Oh, before you go, a gift I was in... This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV... I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, though. I'll be sure to post the order by the time you wake up. So...
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started, and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges, though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions. Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patrons' funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for